You ever feel it, that sudden sting in your spirit when you hear a story that doesn't just shock you, it shakes you? That's what happened when I heard about Ali Carter, a young woman standing in front of cameras, trembling but determined, saying she had escaped a place of darkness so deep most people wouldn't believe it even if she handed them the evidence. She wasn't ranting. She wasn't asking for pity. She was exposing something that's been whispered about, mocked and covered up for years. A ring of powerful men, secret gatherings, human trafficking, abuse, all hiding behind the most polished smiles and million-dollar suits. And when I heard her speak, I didn't just hear a survivor, I heard a clarion call to the church. Because whether every word she says proves to be true or not, the real question is this: why is her story so easy to dismiss but so hard to ignore? Why do we scroll past the screams of the oppressed and share another dance challenge instead? Why do we get louder about political parties and celebrity gossip, but go silent when evil knocks right at our doorstep? You want the truth? Because deep down, most people would rather be entertained than awakened. But God is waking up his remnant. And he's doing it through stories like Ali's, stories that cut through the noise and confront our comfort. Because this isn't just about one girl. This is about a generation that's been groomed by darkness, trafficked by fame, and left bleeding in silence while the world claps for the perpetrators. And meanwhile, the church, we're arguing about worship styles and Instagram bios while the enemy is snatching souls in boardrooms and hotel suites. It's time to stop looking away. God is flipping tables. In Hollywood, in government, in every structure that has been built on blood and protected by pride. But he's also flipping tables in the hearts of his people. Because if you feel something rising up in you right now, it's not just outrage. It's intercession, it's spiritual discernment waking up. It's a holy rage that says, not on my watch. We've been silent too long. We've played nice with darkness too long. We've watched the headlines like spectators while God is looking for soldiers. Because this isn't about cancel culture, this is about kingdom culture, and kingdom culture says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Rescue the weak and the needy, deliver them from the hand of the wicked, expose the unfruitful works of darkness. So I came here today to tell you something that may not get me likes, but it will stir your spirit. Ali Carter is not the first, and tragically, she won't be the last. Unless the church stops being afraid of being controversial and starts being dangerous in the spirit. Unless we stop asking, is this a conspiracy? And start asking, what does heaven want me to do about this? You want revival. This is what revival looks like. Not just chills down your spine and a new worship set. Revival looks like exposing injustice. Revival looks like protecting the vulnerable. Revival looks like men and women of God saying, we won't be silent, we won't be passive, we won't be distracted. Because this battle isn't political, it's spiritual, and it's time we started acting like it. So let me talk to the warriors out there, the ones who feel this in their bones, the ones who cry in private but roar in prayer, the ones who see through the fake and feel the shift in the atmosphere. You're not crazy, you're called. You're not too emotional, you're anointed. That fire in your belly, that's the Spirit igniting your assignment. So don't you dare shrink. Don't you dare second-guess the mantle on your life. God didn't give you discernment to stay silent. He didn't give you fire to fit in. You were born to shine light in dark places, and this generation is your battleground. Ali's voice may tremble, but heaven stands behind her, and heaven is calling us to do the same, to stand up, speak out, and be the kind of believers who don't just go to church, but go to war. Because the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. So rise up, shake the dust off your voice, sharpen your sword, the word of God, and move like someone who knows this world isn't your home, but your mission field. Drop this in the comments if you're ready to rise. I'm a kingdom voice, and I was born for this. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay in the fire with us. This is Sugar Bytes News, where faith meets fire and revival is our lifestyle. Team Jesus, let's ride.